What's up guys, hello and welcome to another episode of the Hola Mexico travel series. So if you can recognize this, I'm back to La Crucecita, the main square in downtown, the Zocalo area. Because last time when I was walking around here, this is the place where I found a whole bunch of restaurants and cafes and stuff. So I was thinking of grabbing breakfast, and then once I'm all fueled up and ready to go, then I'll make a plan for what I can do and how I can utilize today. I have a few ideas in mind, but they are all kind of possible to execute from right here, so this is a very convenient place. So let's get started and grab some breakfast. That was a really nice and filling breakfast. Now, while sitting there, I dropped a message to one of the bike tour people, like the mountain bike, and they said like, come over, meet us, let's chat what we can offer you. So I'm going there now to meet the owner, try and see what they have. If it's an interesting option, we'll do that. Otherwise, let's see what else we have around. Oh, this is super amazing. Just met the owner, Oscar. We had a perfect idea, but we are going to execute it tomorrow because now it's really hot to do anything on the bike. So tomorrow we have a plan for a nice trip, and tomorrow we're going to introduce him in the vlog as well. So for today, I'm just going to go to one of the taxi stands, pick one of the places they're offering, go and enjoy a nice and easy day, and then tomorrow in the next episode you're gonna see me mountain biking on some new routes, doing something. I don't suppose I've ever done mountain biking on the vlogs, at least. Like, even behind the scenes I have done a lot of biking back when I was in Hong Kong, but I wasn't vlogging at the time. So yeah, that's very exciting. I also asked Oscar, since he's a local, about the national park here. Can I just grab a taxi, go to the national park, walk around a little bit? He said it's not really safe to do that. Safe in the sense that it's like 11,000 hectares of national park, and unless you have a map, you know the directions, it's not very easy to get to where you're going, and you would likely get lost. And there are some beaches inside. I thought you could just walk inside the national park, and he said no, they're like so far away that the very first beach from the entrance, you can't even get there in a day by walking. So that was like, wow, okay, now I get why they include that in the part of the 7-bay tours. So maybe in the list of places the cabs are going, I could go to some other place. I know a couple of beaches that I haven't been to, maybe worth checking those out. So they say Santa Cruz Bay 35, Tangolunda Bay 60, El Megue 70, La Entrega 60, Copalita 130, La Bocana 100. So I came up with two options, either to go to Copalita and check out the ruins and stuff, but doesn't sound very tempting. The other option is to go snorkeling at the Entrega Bay, which sounds very tempting. So let's grab a cab because the Google Map shows it's about 1 hour 7 minutes walking, and I don't feel like walking that much. It seems pretty reasonable to pay a cab. So let's take a cab, get to the Entrega beach and check out the vibes there. The cab driver is really cool. So he's the cab driver and he's showing me around, and he's also helping me orient a bit. So we took Y Fork, and he told me there are like 3 beaches on one side and 3 on the other. So we stopped by a nice viewpoint. This is Santa Cruz Bay. This is where I was yesterday, somewhere around there. And there's some people jet skiing and stuff. So he's telling me what is what along the way. It's pretty cool. We stopped by at the miradors as well. Muchas gracias.
Una imagen de zapotecas ahí.
Sí.
Es una hasta allá en el río Copalita está ¿cómo se llama? La ciudad. Y entonces, cuando se mestizó con los españoles aquí, se le puso Huatulco.
Sí, sí.
Porque ya le llamaban Huatolco. Entonces ya nomás le pusieron Huatulco. Y seguro. We stopped by at the Faro Lighthouse, Al Faro, another viewpoint,
and he's telling me a lot about the places. I understand some bits as well. So there's also the Bufadoro, so there's like a water enters with full force into a hole and then it blows up from the top, so it makes like a very nice sound. That's how it got the name. Then we're checking out the lighthouse, and then there's the Pacific over there. And I think he also mentioned that Santa Cruz is the place where the cruise ships dock when they come to Huatulco, so this is like a cruise port as well. If people have very limited time, that's the one that they explore. But if you're here for like traveling, you have a lot more beaches all along the coast. Like look at the view, there's like Pacific in full glory. So this is like a shipping route as well. So somewhere there, I think he's explaining, is the Bufadoro, so it is making like a woof sound over there, water gushing in and coming out. And then somewhere over there is the Playa Entrega. That's where we are headed. It's a really nice view from up here, and it's really kind, like despite the language barrier, at least he's giving me ample time to explore, to vlog, and to take in the views as well. So that's really cool. I didn't expect this. I thought he's just gonna get to the destination, so that's really nice. I wish I spoke like fluent language so then we could talk as well. But look, there's like a little bit of smoke, so there's like water droplets coming up, with a bunch of boats cruising around as well. So maybe we are headed somewhere there. Maybe he said like 50 meters or something, so we are pretty close to the beach now. So I think we are headed down a mini trek to go closer to the Bufadero, close to the lighthouse. It goes down this way. I'm following him. He asked, would you like to see it? He said yes, why not, while we are already here. Looks like it's unsafe and prohibited. The guard jumped up, but the driver was arguing, let us go, let us go. So I told him, let's not. I don't want to have another run-in with the cops. He's still arguing, but I'm going back to the cab. I don't want any part of that. There are so many fishes down there, and it's my first time seeing coral reefs too. It's an amazing experience, once in a lifetime. So good I chose this one, and the beach was really far away. It was a good idea not to have walked all the way over here, and it costed like 60 pesos from the center where I hopped into the cab, stopped in like one or two places, and the guy was like adamant in fighting with the other guard over there at the lighthouse that it's possible to go down and see the woof, whatever the thing is, was the sound, whoosh whoosh sound. But I kind of got the idea anyway, so there was no point fighting over it. And if the guard says it's not allowed, it's not allowed, whatever, who cares. But yeah, hopped into one of these like restaurants by the shoreline, hopped on one of the seats, left my stuff there, and this is like 200 pesos rental for the whole day. He was saying 150 by the hour, so I grabbed like 200 for the day view, and then the 60 pesos for the shuttle. And now we're here, so time to enjoy. My first time snorkeling. I've never had snorkeling experience before, and I had no idea how to breathe. But the cool thing is, like snorkeling, the breathing is the same as underwater swimming, which I'm trained for. So you just breathe in and out through the mouth, and the tube helps you let the air out of the water, and that's how you don't get water in. You could also do a deep dive, but I'm just getting used to the water and the snorkeling concept, and that's why I also grabbed the life vest, although it may not have been necessary given that I'm a trained swimmer, but can't be too safe. And the guy gave me some instructions like not to stand on the reef, only stand when you're at the beach shore kind of side. So that's also cool. And anyways, I don't want to step on corals and reef and stuff because it can get nasty, both for them and for you. And I have these like flippers which are making swimming so much easier. Like I can cover so much more distance this way. I like how they have these like thatched roofs out here. Kind of reminds me of the northern Portugal where I finished hiking. I think it was Santana. They had the A-frame houses there. More or less the same concept. I guess it's to do with the heat and the extreme weather conditions. Any other kind of rooftop might not survive these conditions, I guess. Swam multiple times, saw lots and lots of fishes. Also had a really nice seafood for lunch by the shacks as well. Now I'm just gonna walk around. I see a lot of this like beach area that I haven't explored by just walking around. I'm just gonna walk around a bit, see if I find something interesting, otherwise move on to the next spot. I really love the water quality here. It's like crystal clear water. You can see the coral all the way down, even from here. And this water is slightly cooler. So yesterday was like boiling hot. This is much cooler. Probably that's why the coral are also able to survive out here. So that was a very fun experience. And there are like people going for boat tours and banana boats and stuff. I think, oh, I see one jet ski. But I think the swimming by yourself with a rental snorkel is like a great idea. Might not be the most sanitation effective way of snorkeling, but well, you have to improvise. Cool. Did exploring around a bit as well. It's a nice and small beach, not very overpopulated and stuff, but it's nice to come and snorkel. Now let's try and go to the next beach, Chaway. If I can find a cab, I guess it's like 10-15 minutes with a cab. Oh, there are lots of cabs outside. So let's ask for Chaway and return this snorkel set. Trying to retrace the path through the back alleys and stuff where the guy took me when I borrowed the snorkel set. It's a bit confusing with all the restaurants and stuff. Ah yeah, that's the spot where the taxi dropped me off. That's where we went. There was a mini black kitty in the middle of nowhere. Anyways, let's try and figure out a way to get to the Chaway next beach. Maybe that's a good place also to see the sunset. It's like 4:15. Spent 2.5 hours. Maybe it's time for sunset as well. Voila, in 60 pesos, took a cab, got here in like 10-15 minutes. Playa Chaway. It's very close to the condo route that I take every time, the hill that I climb. I just saw like we crossed it and then we came over, so maybe going back should be much quicker. This was just a random choice. There are like so many beaches on here on the east and west along the coast, so I just was on the other side, so I crossed over to this side, and on the way we passed like Santa Cruz as well, where I was in the past vlog. So let's see how the things are over here and if anybody's swimming or what the vibes are on this beach. This beach seems a lot more deserted than the other one. There's like barely 5-6 people here spread like all around, but nobody is swimming. The waves here are very rough, I guess, and there's also multiple lifeguards on duty. There's just like few people standing a couple of steps in the water. Maybe I'll do the same, grab a nice spot to sit down and maybe just get a little bit wet, but not gonna go too far. It's very rough out here. Found a really nice secluded spot for myself. This one's free. I'm not taking a shack or a hotel lounger or anything. By the waves, just enjoying them here. So the stones are too hard, so you just enjoy the waves, run down, take a dip, come back here. A free lounger, also hidden in the shade by the Well, it was a bit sunny a while ago, so I was thinking I'd dry up sooner, but now the sun is receding because it's about time to sunset in like 1.5 hours or so. Anyways, with the awesome sound of waves, gonna wrap up this amazing beach hopping vlog for the day, and I'll see you again in another episode, as I mentioned. So I have something really interesting planned as in the next episode. So this is the Rustic Wanderer signing off. See you again in the next episode of the Hola Mexico travel series.